Good morning. Today our devotion you can find in the book of 1 Kings chapter 18. It's here after the split of Israel and Judah. And, well, all the kings, there are a few good ones, but most of the kings of Israel and Judah at this time are really bad. Bad leaders, and most of all because they don't follow God. And here today we have who the Bible describes as the worst king of Israel, King Ahab, who was also led astray by his wife, Queen Jezebel, both heavily into the false worship of Baal and Asherah. And because of this, God doesn't send rain on the land in Israel for 3 years. Discipline, warning the people, come back to me, come back to me. But despite all the wickedness and the evil, God always spreads His word. His word is always going out into the world. And the man that He does this through is the prophet Elijah. And Elijah, at this time, he goes back to the land of Israel. He's been hiding for a while. This is how bad things have gotten for the people of God. Hiding, but he goes back to Israel. And he sets up this competition, this showdown. Very cool. Where he tells Ahab to gather the, here you go, 450 prophets of Baal and 400 prophets of Asherah. He says, gather them and we're going to find out who the true God is today, once and for all. And they decide this is good. So they get out there and Elijah says, to the people gathered around, he says, how long will you have two different opinions? If you're going to serve God, follow Him. If you're going to follow Baal, then follow him. Here's how bad it had gotten to the people. They say nothing. You have all these prophets, false prophets. You have the people not showing their faith at this time. Really bad. But they go through with this showdown where Elijah says, all right, we'll each build an altar. And whatever God sends fire on their altar, He is true God. And so the false prophets set up theirs first, start mourning, and they pray to Baal, and no answer, of course. There's nobody there. And they pray and nothing. Elijah starts to poke fun at him a little bit. He says, oh, maybe he's busy. Maybe Baal is on vacation, or maybe he's asleep. You should probably shout louder. He might be asleep. Maybe you can wake him up. So he kind of pokes fun at them a little bit. They go sunrise to sundown. They start cutting themselves, which was custom of Baal worship, so the blood would flow to show their dedication. But no answer, right? He's a false god. He's not there. He doesn't exist. No answer. They do this morning till evening, and then Elijah says, okay. He makes his altar. He says, get 4 jars and dump it on the altar. They do it. He says, do it again. 8 more, or 4 more, so 8. He says, do it a 3rd time. A total of 12 jars of water poured on the